to be honest with you, more important than the game, was the celebration and honoring Arthur Jones tonight. He came by, pregame meal with his entire family. Yesterday, in our final team meeting, in our preparation, I went over the story of Arthur. And obviously not until this summer did I know the story. Joey Johnston has just done a tremendous job. We met in the spring with Michael Kelly and Lee Butler, and we went over, 3 or 4 things that we really wanted to do this year. And one of them was to honor, and those guys did an unbelievable job. And to have him and his family here, for them to meet all the players, for our players to understand what that man went through as an 18-year-old from Polk County, it's a great day for our program. We've had a lot of great days in this program. This may be the greatest when we get to honor him and his family. Today was his birthday as well. Not a great rendition, but and his mother's birthday, but our guys did sing him happy birthday. Hopefully that doesn't get out on YouTube or anything like that. But, when we talk about leaving a legacy and making a lasting impact, nobody better. Nobody better. So it was an important game for a lot of different reasons. So it's great that we were able to do that. And I know, sometimes you wonder if 18 to 22-year-olds can grasp the magnitude. And I'm not saying 100% they did, but you could tell it impacted them. You could tell it impacted them. So that was good. As well it should our entire community. First 30 minutes of the game, we played very well. We were a little sloppy the first 4 minutes. We had 6 turnovers the first 4 minutes, and then only 4 the rest of the half. Activity in our man, activity in our zone, but offensively sharing the ball and moving the ball, we were really, really crisp. I told the guys a couple of days ago, East Carolina with Michael is a team that they're going to play hard for 40 minutes. And doesn't matter what the score is. And they've proven that, and they did it tonight. And we lost a little bit of our focus, got a little casual offensively and defensively, but made just enough plays, made 2 big defensive stops on the baseline out of bounds there. Selton made a great play. Corey made a great play on that. Pleased with the win, but we still got a lot to work on. As we start this second half, we start out 1-0. We got a week to tighten some stuff up and get ready for the next one.
Russ was ejected after the play.
Yep.
Will he have to sit out a certain number of minutes in the next game?
No.
Okay, because I know that's like a rule for football.
Football, yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got to look at it. Obviously, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But with DJ and Terry and KB, it's a good officiating crew. You know what I mean? The only thing I got to look, one thing you got to look at is, obviously, you're going to turn and find the guy to cut out. Does that mean you're lining him up? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? So I got to look at it, see if there was something beforehand that was missed that predicated that. So we'll have to see. But obviously, there was 3 or 4 plays at the end that we got smarter players that we didn't make good basketball plays. And so we need to show that and learn and grow from that.
Sam Hines, I thought his defense on Johnson was terrific. Johnson averages almost 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
I don't think he got his first rebound until midway through the second half.
Right. He didn't. We did a good job. And when we lost a little bit of the concentration, he was able to get some there at the end. Sam hurt his hand in the first half, his right hand. X-rays were negative, but it was still pretty sore, so he couldn't do a lot offensively. So kid's tougher than nails. You know, he went out there and did everything that he could. We had to kind of get him out at the end because you saw in the one where we got the ball in the middle, he tried to dribble it, and it was like he had a boxing glove on. You know what I mean? So, but he was, you know, defensively, he was spot on and did a great job when we went to the zone as well.
Yeah, those last 5-6 minutes of the first half, second straight game that East Carolina, they struggled in the first half against Wichita the other night. Did you see something in that tape that kind of, you know, allowed you to take advantage late in the first half?
The one thing that we just talked about was, you know, the 6 turnovers early. You know what I mean? Just going a little too fast, and we felt if we could get that ball top side and get a couple reversals, we were going to be able to drive the ball or get the ball inside. When we drove the ball, we were really good at kicking it out, and we, you know, those are open shots, and obviously Tyler hit a couple. Sorrell played good in that first half, made a couple of those shots, you know. So it was more the ball movement as opposed to maybe seeing something. But the one thing that does happen when when we go zone, if we rebound the ball out of that, our guards are naturally already in the position for our transition. So we're able to get up the court faster and play at even a faster pace. And so now when you're at that pace, you got the defense a little bit on their heels. They're always playing catch up. And when you do that, it opens up drives, and it also opens up offensive rebound opportunities.
You guys haven't reached 10 wins since the 1920 season. I mean, just how big is it to get to that?
20.
Yeah, 1920. Oh, 2 seasons.
My bad.
2 seasons.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
2 seasons ago.
Well, put an asterisk next to that because
sure,
COVID,
sure.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. But still, 2
yeah.
seasons that you've gotten there, just and still with a month of basketball to play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and you know, we have 5 losses in the league that goes to the last possession. So, you know, obviously we're much improved and playing better. But we got to finish games. You know what I mean? We got to finish games, and there's, you know, it's just not always those end of game possessions, but we got to keep tightening that up. And you know, I thought, you know, for the most part, you know, even in the second half, they only shot 37%, you know, and some of that was off of our turnovers. So if we don't turn the ball over and give them those breaks, what did they really shoot? So we got to keep making strides on the defense, and on offense, we got to keep moving and sharing the ball. But it's a good step. It's a good step as we start, as I said, the second round of the league now, to start off 1-0, and then have a week to really concentrate on some improvement. You know what I mean? Some improvement. Not a lot of opportunity to work on improvement playing Sunday and then coming back on Wednesday. So we got to take advantage of this. But the challenge is for our guys to embrace that as well. You know what I mean? To embrace the fact of, okay, we didn't play well in the Cincinnati game. Houston, we played very well, but that didn't really go down to the last couple minutes. 6 minutes ago, it was an 8-9 point game. 5 minutes ago, we kept fighting the whole game. But those other games did. So what do we need to do? You know what I mean? What do we need to do? Because it's not anything major. You know what I mean? It's a couple defensive rebounds. I challenged these guys a little bit on the glass today because East Carolina is such a good rebounding team. We did a tremendous job in the first half. We were up 20-10 on the glass. So some key areas that we need to challenge the guys on in terms of just slight improvement and slight alteration in what we're doing. In game 1 when we played them, we got so stretched, they really hurt us on the ball screen stuff. We didn't get hurt on that today at all. So that was a good step for us. So we need to see some incremental steps in a couple of these key areas. And if we do that, then we're going to put ourselves in a position to have a very good second half of the conference season, which then again obviously gives you momentum heading into Dallas, which is what you want to do. The 2 top teams in the league are Houston and Temple right now. We don't play them on the back end. We've already played them the 3 times that we want to play. You know what I mean? And we played one extremely well, and the other 2, both games went to the last possession. So, it's encouraging, but if you don't take advantage of the opportunity to improve because of that encouragement, then you're in the same spot, and we got to get to a different spot.
Jameer and Corey have been playing a lot better of late. Could you talk about their performances tonight?
Yeah, Chap just keeps grinding it out. I think I don't know his exact number, but I think from the 3 over the last couple games, he's at right around 50%. His activity today was good. I'm going to be honest, we need him rebounding more. I need him rebounding more. But I thought his overall focus was really good. Corey missed some shots around the rim we need him to make. But he is rebounding and he's got great timing. That's the thing with him. We just need him focused and dialed in all the time. And it can't just be when the lights are on in the game. These next 2 days for all these guys is critical, no more than for Corey. You know what I mean? And he's obviously given us a good lift. Got that and one, which was a critical play for us. So I keep do more is my message to him. Keep doing more. Say less and do more.
This is now your bye week, so to speak.
Yeah.
What's your schedule like? Off day tomorrow?
Yeah, we got to take tomorrow off, and then we got to have 2 really good days of practice on Friday and Saturday, and we got to really focus through the film work and through the practice on some of those things that we just talked about. You know what I mean? We need to show them without the burden of a game coming up in 24 hours. You know what I mean? So guys need to exhale a little bit and be receptive to 3 or 4 key things that we need to tighten up right now. And then we'll take Sunday off. And then Monday and Tuesday we'll get ready for a big game at home against Memphis, who's, right up there with Temple and Houston right now. Very, very talented team. And we got to do a great job in our preparation for that game.
Keyshawn did not play tonight.
Keyshawn,
had a towel around.
yeah, was fine this morning in his shooting time slot, fine in the walkthrough, something in the warm-ups. Something popped out of place, if like a rib, almost. So he's got to get to the chiropractor tomorrow and get that. He needs an adjustment, and it was affecting his breathing,
Right.
and so we right away got with the doctors and just didn't feel that he could go tonight.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, one thing on Memphis real quick.
Yeah.
It was a game that you had,
Yep.
up 10 on the road.
Yep.
These games against the Tigers have been particularly close in recent memory, especially here. Just what do you have to do better, especially in the second half against that team?
Yeah. So the 3 things that you got to do against them is defensively, you got to do a great job of guarding the dribble, because obviously with Kendrick Davis, he's a superstar. You know what I mean? And he knows it. He plays that way, and everybody else feeds off that. But they got great depth. You know what I mean? They got great depth, and so they can hurt you in a lot of different ways. So all the way around, a lot of stuff is created off the bounce. So you got to really guard the ball. You got to take care of the ball. You know what I mean? You can't. 20 turnovers today is not a good start into our preparation for Memphis. You have to be really strong with the ball, and you got to take care of the ball. Now they'll do it in waves. You know what I mean? It's not maybe the constant that you've seen in the past, but when they get after it, they're as good as anybody in the country. So you got to play with strength and with poise against them, and you got to rebound the ball because they're tremendous on the offensive glass. And then we got to move and share the ball, and we got to make some shots. We shot the ball very well there. You know what I mean? And so you got to do that. You got to do that again. And you got to match their intensity because they play extremely, extremely hard.